Are you ready for a new week? Let's make some trade plans. I'm going to go through my entries, target, stop losses, and the risk that I see for this next week. I'm also going to go through some COT report and some seasonality, just to spice things up again. Trading Forex is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Whatever I say in this video is not for financial advice, it's only educational purposes. In the last week's forecast, I said we have a reversal, higher high, higher low situation. We have 1750. That is the buy price for next week. So the next plan now is to be short the US dollar, Canadian dollar at around 125, 60, 70, 80. That would be great. Isn't that amazing? If you look at Euro dollar and USD CAD, well, it went well, didn't it? Let's start off with the 10-year T-note, the risk-free investment in the market. We currently have an uptrend. We currently are saying, okay, this is up. We're currently saying this is up. It is no longer up. At this point, we are now started to go into a range, but technically we are still bullish. So we still have a lot of buyers until we can break like 1.5. I am still saying that this market is still tilted to the upside. That makes me worried, but this has very importance. We're going into looking into gold and silver and the dollar. When we are looking into the dollar, I told you we have here up here that we have said 93 and 93.13 is the best sell prices we can ever get. And look at this. Isn't this amazing? We now had what we wanted on the DXY for this week. So are we going to continue looking for this downside? Yes, we should. So as we are still below 93.30, as I mentioned, as we're still below 90.30, I would then look for shorts on the DXY. I would say for next week, we are very much allowed to sell all the way from 90 to 60. We're not trading the DXY, we're just having that as a baseline for all the other dollar pairs. When we now turn into the seasonality, because I wanted to give you some seasonality, when we're looking into the dollar index, we can look into what happens. Here is April. Oh, it falls. Then it has a strong pullback and then it falls. So we don't know when this pullback is going to come. Maybe this week, maybe next week. We don't know. But this is the average of the dollar index for the past 30 years until 2016. Now there is more updated versions, but this is just to show you what I'm looking for. That is an amazing tool to give you a better edge in the market. The other edge you need to have is a direction. I normally use, do you change wives all the time? Therefore you don't change direction all the time. So as you can stick to one only, that would be amazing. There is some seasonality to the Forex market, to the stock market, and all the other markets, but keep yourself to one direction, to the direction that you have kept yourself to do. Let's go over my stock market strategy, and particularly for S&P 500. I go for the monthly pivots. The pivot points you can find in the description for free. It tells you about targets and entries and stuff like that. Like, you know, wink wink, nudge nudge. I only look for buys and uptrends. So when we then can go into this and then we go change them into only bullish price, there you can see something magnificent. Whenever price comes into this buy zone, it tends to reject it every single time. This time around it was a bit early and it came in hot and hot. So as you saw, I'd already said I'm expecting uptrend until 1st of May. Okay, that is what I'm expecting. So you now are a bit late. I'm sorry, but April has been strong and amazing already. I would then wait for a new low and then continuation higher. Now we are at the end of the seasonality for the stock market. That is from October to April. Coming into May, I don't know if we're gonna have a market crash, taking profit zone, or just something or a lot, but let's say the Pandora's box of eventualities are now huge. This is the S&P 500 seasonality from 1982 to 2012. We have continuation higher, 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 higher coming into May. There it ends, at least. Maybe June will then be a high, and then coming into November, and from November we're going higher again. So there was some truth to that though. I used that piece of information to notice when I should be aggressive and not so aggressive. Coming into oil, I have no intentions of trading this at the very moment. I think this is range, maybe bearish. It is not the market. I am nowhere near doing anything here. This is the sell price, this is the buy price, and it's just in between. So for me, this is a no market and it's a no-go zone, and I can just do that for you. Very easy, very simple. No-go zone. The other things to notice is the COT report, where on the dollar index we have buyers taking profit, but also sellers taking profit. But that is at least a good start towards a more bearish US dollar. The Australian dollar, US dollar, we have seasonality to the upside. Not strong, but still it is to the upside. We currently have for April nothing. We have nothing. We have a range. We have struggling to go higher. We have a weaker dollar, but we don't have a stronger Aussie. So what do you do then? You take this pair, put it on a watch list, and say, if it breaks above 76.70, you can start looking at it again. But until then, let's do something else. The COT report for the Australian was more shorts coming in, buyers checking profit. That is not what we were expecting at all. So what were we looking for this past week? We were looking for buys in this area, and we did so. We were looking for buys in this area, and so we did. And this low, I do not like at all. So as we remember, trend, but if it comes down below here again, oh no. I don't like that. So I did not like that. I was still in my trades. I got a new higher. Oh, great! But it's not what I want. So I got a new low again. I am out. Then I've turned into the no-go zone. Until it makes a new higher high, I am not trading this one. It can fall, it can range, it can do whatever it wants. Coming into this week's winner, the Euro USD, we have a reversal. Woohoo! We have buys at 1750 area. Great! Then we didn't get much entries after entering here and entering here. And then it was to take profit. Where was to take profit, you might ask? Well, that was at the weekly target. And anything above weekly target is considered to be whatever. So, as you might see here, I did buy in this area here. I took profit here at around 1843. And I'm out and I'm gone and I'm like, it might fall again. I can be ready for that. The question now becomes, are we going to kick off 1850 to the higher side? I really want us to do that. So this is a range, great. A bit of a low, boom. That is what I hope for. Any break below 1800, it's of course bearish. And if you are a bear, this is not a place to sell. I've seen a lot of you looking for sells. I've seen a lot of you already selling. and even people proclaiming this is the sell. Don't listen to them. This is a stupid place to sell. Sorry. There is no market that is to the lower side. There is no lower lows. So basically you are catching higher highs. And was that a strategy that I promote to you? Higher highs, selling higher highs? I want target to go up to 120. I mentioned that before. I've also mentioned 125. So let's see how strong this euro dollar gonna be. The CRT report for euro was buyers taking profit, sellers coming in, but what can we do? It is what it is, right? But dollar weakness is at least what we got. At least what we got. Now, I am definitely going to look for buys at 1850 and going higher. 50 pip stop loss. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've already done some technical analysis for you here. Let's do that. First of all, we target on pound dollar already. Okay. But I bought after that and I lost money. So I didn't like that because this is okay. This is what is going to happen. Look, I only have bullish buys on paper points here, and because I'm a buyer. So that is okay to buy. That is okay to buy, and there was no buy here. And that is to take profit. Get out. What does that mean? That means we were then expecting price to come back to this level, support and resistance, and then going higher. But that didn't happen. So people got out, and also for the CRT report, they did get out of there. And also even added more shorts. So what do we do now? Well, you know, this is now a double bottom. It needs a reversal, it needs a higher high, it needs to break above 37.70 before going lower, and then we can go higher. Until then, I am together with the almighty Forex god, and we are just having some coffee. Target for next week is 90.30, 39.40. Stop loss is 50 pips or lower, but I can't really say what entry is because we really haven't got a higher high yet. So we have to wait for that. Maybe an update during the week. I will be live almost every single day this week at 19:30 GMT plus U. So hang on. With the pound yen falling hard, we have absolutely no pullback to this area. This is a vacuum. Is that in English? That's at least in region. And what is happening now? As a seller, you're thinking either 151 or 152. As a buyer, as I'm thinking, hey, we need to break above 151. We need to do something like this. Then I can do it. Go up to 153. Whoa. Then I don't see that in the price at the moment. This is great. This is okay price movement. I don't like it. It's almost 100%, but still I can see that this was a void that was not filled. It didn't come back here at that point, and now it did, and now we can go higher again. If you are in a buy, great, be there, but don't risk. Just don't risk more money right now. New higher high, then pull back, then we can go higher. Until then, I'm just going to be on the side. Stop loss 50 pips, and just wait for it to happen. Let's see. Don't force market to do what you want it to do. The New Zealand dollar and the US dollar. I have a problem, sir. This is my double bottom, higher high, higher low, and it didn't go anywhere else. So as long as we are above 70, I'm okay with that. That is great. Are we bearish? Are we bullish? I don't know. Maybe this is a we trade waves kind of situation where he talks about some correction. I don't know. I have no clue. I don't like this pattern. This is just range and stuff. Maybe this is saying that this is going to do that and then that. Maybe. But for me, I say that is a reversal. That's a higher high. That's a higher low. I want a new higher high and I haven't got that. So I'm waiting again. Okay, it says wait. That would be the best for next week. Or for now, until we get a higher high. So I will put up my alert system around 70 and take it from there. No entries, no target. Well, target is up there, but it's not yet there. And happy days. Clear, straightforward plans. I mentioned to you on, was it Thursday, that I sold at 26 or 7. On Friday morning at around 9 a.m., you got that price. So if you didn't get into that, if you weren't into the live, if you didn't get into that sell price, I don't know what to do with you. It was absolutely perfect. And then the mother of all news events comes out and says, hey, we have amazing unemployment rate at the moment. Or at least better. Sends to Canadian through the roof. So, what do we do now then? We look to short again. We are in a range. We are technically bearish. And we are technically going to look for more sells in a buy zone. I don't like Canadian. They have US dollar Canadian. It has a tendency to do everything and nothing. Either fall or range or do huge spikes back and then down again. Like this situation. So this is okay. This is great. Came back up again. You should sell that, by the way. And if you don't sell that, what are you as a seller? Are you a seller? And now you have to look for sells at least at 25.60. It might come back up to 25.70 depending on dollar strength and weakness. What is the target, you might ask? Well, we're going down to at least 23.5. It might even be lower. I don't know how far down we're gonna go, but yeah, 22.5. 120. Any better? Parity. Better. So right now, I already have a sell. I am looking for sells around London Open, at the highs, of course, and probably trying to day trade it. Let's see how it goes. Or I will wait around 6 p.m. my time to see if that's a high and then take it down from there. So either London Open or 6 p.m. whatever that is. In New York is like 10 a.m. maybe, something like that. Something like that. What do you call this kind of a market condition? On Australian dollar yen, I don't know. I don't know, maybe I can call this a range, which is around 200 pips, give or take. I don't know, 280, okay. So for me, I don't know. Any better? Anyone better? It says in between here, this is a trend. It dies out, comes back down again, does the same thing as pound yen, finds buyers, but it can even come down here again and still go higher. So this is straightforward for you, a no-go zone. I have no entries, I have no stop losses, and I have nothing for you. I'm just trying to protect my capital, only trading in the best market conditions. Canadian yen. Well, this is turning out to be stronger again. So what do we do now? Well, as we're coming up to 87.70 something, that would be a great sell zone. As a buyer, I would say around 87.10 or 00 is a great buy zone. We already have that on Friday. That makes me uneasy. I really wanted that price, but I really don't trade pound yen. So should I be sorry? No. But I can say if it goes back down again, I will be there. Because of the unemployment rate data that came out on Friday, great. And if we break higher, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Target is around 88.60. Stop loss is 50 pips. Don't break below 86.40. And until then, have some fun. We have 50 pip. We have a possible fall of 50 pips, so don't buy right now. Okay. Euro yen is kind of range, and with my pivot points, it's also going to be a range until it's no longer a range. So I'm not going to trade this one. Great. I'm not going to trade this one. It has this no-go zone on it. Here comes one of your favorites. USD yen. We said, Harding said, take a stop loss there, or take a profit there. And oh my lord, Jesus, Joseph, and all of his carpenter friends, look at that. Yeah, that's time in the market, isn't it? It came down to target. What are you then going to look for? Sells, 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 depending on where it will go. Can this turn higher as dollar goes stronger again? Yes. Be aware of that. But until then, we are thinking that this one should fall further. I would say the best price would be around 110.10, 110.10, 110.40, but it can fall from this price anyway. So this was the first attempt. This is the best price. And this is the more conservative, accountant price. So this is the salesman's price. This is the accountant price. And we shall see who gets it. Maybe both of them, maybe none of them. And then going down to 108.40. See, I did use the yen for you. I don't really like it, but here you go. Stop loss stop loss 50 pips. All that, all good. Great. For the seasonality charts for gold, we are seeing April to be range, and then high, and then low, and then higher again. So it's a difficult month, I would say. What gold did between 1st of April, basically, and until now has been anything else than higher. Now, I'm going to enter at 17.33 on Friday. I mentioned that in the Thursday live. I said around 2 p.m. my time, between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m., it might be a low. If you look into the CRT report, it is finally buyers coming into gold, sellers taking profit. Booyah! Yep. Finally, we got what we want. Now, with the help of gold gods, we're going to go higher. And first target is 1770. And the other one is 1780 for the month. Will we get it this month? This week? Hopefully, maybe. Sometimes it does go lower, sometimes it does go higher, but we have a range on oil. We have a higher high though, give or take. But do remember, it can come lower, can come back down to 1730 area before going higher. I'm totally aware of that. So do not risk money you cannot afford to lose. Do not risk money on gold that it will blow away your account, then you can't trade gold. It's only for those who doesn't feel it, doesn't worry you, and it only makes you more profits than you already have on other assets. This is just an add-on, icing of the cake. Okay? Continuation higher. Look for the higher high, look for the higher low. If this goes higher, look for the higher high, higher low situation going higher. Every single day around before London, it's supposed to be low. If it's not, don't trade it. If it's low, then you are allowed to. So take it higher as it goes higher. If it breaks lower, do not trade it anymore. Okay? I would then be seasonality is with me. Okay, we can also fall. Great, I know that. We can also have manipulation. I know that. But that's why I don't use a lot of my account on this. So let's over to silver. Silver is another cutie pie, and you know what cutie pie happens to cutie pies? They have nice trends going higher, coming lower, and then we can go higher. So yeah, great. Target is around 125.90. We want price to come down to 25 and then going higher. We already got that on Friday, so we hope for this one to just go higher. Take the pullback, take the pullback, take the pullback. Okay? Don't buy high, look for the pullback. That is what your job is supposed to do. That is your job, nothing else. If you are not gas trader, I think this is tilted to the downside. Maybe around 1.238. People have been asking me about Euro Aussie this week, so I'm just going to give you one piece of information around 55.50, and then up to 57.70. Okay, down there, up there, grid. Take the pullback. That's all. It seems to be going higher. If it falls down, take your loss, go somewhere else. Pound Aussie seems to be to the shorter side, so take up to 180.37, going down to 78, give or take. Euro Pound is the last one in this class. This is just a skyrocket without any piece of information that is linked to any piece of information that is absolutely tangible. This is just looking this way. That's only. Euro strength, pound weakness makes this rocket. Do you want to be in that kind of market? I don't want to, but if you want to, here you are at 86 up to 88. Don't shoot me. That was everything from me. Join my live at 19:30 tonight, and we will have tons of fun and plenty more trade plans. Until then, take care.